And good evening, nerds around the world. Welcome to episode 92 of the Nerds United as One podcast. I am Paul English. I am your host, and we have a fantastic show for you tonight, as well as a great panel. I am joined by Chris Miller. What's up, my friend?
What's going on? What's going on, Paul? Have you noticed it seems to be the year of the bat? You know, with a certain dark night, flying to our theaters, and a man with a very psychotic individual who's going over a rampage with a barbed wire bat in a zombie apocalypse. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed all the memes, though. For the record, I don't watch Walking Dead at all, so if it wasn't for those memes, I probably wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
It was a good show anyway, so.
But anyway, we're here. We survived the election. That's all we're going to mention about it, because it is irrelevant on our show. We are going to focus on something even more fun than that. Our favorite topic, superhero films. It's still a huge genre, and many big-name actors have jumped into the genre. However, there still are a few who have not made it in yet. So in this episode, we are going to be counting down 5 actors who have yet to appear in a superhero film that we'd like to see in one, and what character they should play. That's going to be our main topic, but before that, a couple stories to get to. Rejoice, everyone who is a fan of the DC animated universe. Despite the fact their live-action movies have been lackluster at best, we all know how good they are with animated movies on animated television, and it has been confirmed that Young Justice is coming back for a 3rd season. I could not be more thrilled with this. Chris, what was your reaction when you heard the news?
I was actually quite surprised. I know people have been campaigning forever for this show to return. I only actually watched one episode of Young Justice. I've been meaning to get back on it, but I'm gonna kick myself in the ass until I see that show. I mean, I heard some great things about it. I hear there's some really strong material in the shows, and the characterizations are just top notch. So I hear a lot of praise for it, and I'm really surprised that they're able to continue the show after it let the air. It had to let the air, in 2013, I believe.
2012, 2013, about that.
2013, yeah, it let the air. I will catch up to it. I only see the first episode, but I will catch up to it. Like I said, it completely caught me off guard. It's rare that these kind of things happen, but it seems like a cause for celebration. Like I said, I will check out Young Justice, and hopefully it lives up to my expectations based on the praise it has gotten. So yeah, this is some incredible news.
Well, I can tell you from someone who has seen every episode of both seasons, I can tell you that it is an absolutely fantastic show. On par, I would say, with with the great DC animated shows of the 90s, like Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, and Justice League. It is on par with those shows in terms of quality, in terms of both, writing, story, characters, and action. Amazing show.
Justice League debuted in 2001, I think.
Yeah.
So it really isn't considered in the 90s. Well, Batman Beyond was in the 90s, of course. Yeah.
It was on that trend. So 90s, early 2000s. You happy now?
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out there.
All right. So anyway, another story to get to. We all suspected this, but it has been officially confirmed that Michael Keaton will be playing Adrian Toomes / Vulture in next year's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew it was coming. I'm just shocked it took him so long to officially confirm it. It's like, we all know what's happening. Just say it already. So, you excited about that, Chris? We're going to get Vulture?
I'm pretty, intrigued that, Michael Keaton has finally landed a role in this movie, even though he's been, rumored to play this character forever, but we haven't had official confirmation for some time. But yeah, I always believe Michael Keaton to be kind of an underrated actor. I mean, and he really just captivates you in Birdman, which he was nominated for an Oscar, of course. You know, and he's really kind of gone on a career renaissance, so to speak. You know, getting more established roles. Birdman really kind of did wonders for his career at this point. You know, most actors his age, you know, career would be kind of winding down. I mean, maybe it's not the nicest thing to say, but it kind of is true. But it's kind of nice to see Michael Keaton becoming active, especially when landing a role in the Spider-Man reboot.
All right, very good. All right, so that's out of the way. Any other stories you want to talk about, Chris, before we get to our main topic? I can't think of any.
No, I don't think not one that comes to mind now.
All righty then. So with that said, let's get to our main topic. 5 actors who have yet to appear in a superhero film that we want to see in one, and which characters should they play. So Chris, I'm kicking it off with you. You don't have to give this in any particular order. This is in no order at all. So give me a name.
All right, number 5 for me is David Oyelowo. I want to play Martian Manhunter. Yeah,
wait, who?
David Oyelowo. He's an actor, you know, black British actor. He's known for playing Martin Luther King in Selma.
Oh, okay. I have never heard of this guy.
Well, he's quite a fantastic actor, and he really, I believe he would really interject such a considerable presence to Martian Manhunter. And Martian Manhunter is really a character who we haven't seen in a live action DC movie. I think he was able. I believe he's the actor who completely embodied the stoic person, rather inquisitive personality that the Martian Manhunter has. You know, I mean, not many of us come to mind, but I would. Oyelowo would certainly be the one I would root for.
I don't know. I don't think we need to see Martian Manhunter on the big screen just yet, considering that I'm enjoying him very much in Supergirl. I'd like to see more of Martian Manhunter, like his actual Martian form, but I'm enjoying him thoroughly on Supergirl.
Definitely.
All right, so so name on my list, I got Tom Cruise. I mean, this guy is one of the biggest names in Hollywood. I think this guy should jump in on the superhero bandwagon. He's got sort of charisma to him that I think would draw some attention. And I'll tell you this. I recently finally got around to seeing one of his signature hit movies last week, Top Gun. And what?
You didn't like it? You didn't feel that need for speed?
No, I didn't. The only thing I was feeling...
You want to be Tom Cruise's wingman?
The only thing I was feeling with that kick-ass soundtrack. I mean, that is awesome. That soundtrack just screamed it, but the movie itself, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I got that. I got Danger Zone on my iPod.
You got love some Kenny Loggins still.
But anyway, after watching that, even though I wasn't fond of the movie, I did like Tom Cruise's performance. And after seeing that, I believe he would make an exceptional Hal Jordan. Should the DCEU decide to go the road of making him an older character, I think Tom Cruise would be a perfect fit for Hal Jordan, for an older Hal Jordan.
Right. Pretty much.
I'm watching, Tom Cruise. I'm watching Maverick, and like, this guy reminds me a lot of Hal Jordan. He's kind of cocky, he's arrogant, but he's a good guy at heart. I mean, isn't that Hal Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was I don't know about DC going the route of an older Hal Jordan. I mean, you remember this guy? This was a guy who was rumored to be the front runner to play Tony Stark when they were going to do an Iron Man movie, like in the 80s, I think, in the 90s, Tom Cruise, as magnetic as star as he is, I don't know about him being in a superhero movie. Maybe, but a little bit iffy on.
All right, don't make him the only star then. Maybe since they seem to want to make like a Green Lantern movie, maybe they have more than one Green Lantern from Earth. Maybe you have not just Hal, but Jon Stewart as well. Like have both of them, and Tom is just a co-star. Maybe he's like a mentor figure to a younger Green Lantern. That's what they. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I think Tom Cruise would fit Hal Jordan perfectly. All right. So, give me another name on your list, Chris.
Number 4, Charlie Hunnam. I want to play the Green Arrow. You know who Charlie Hunnam is?
No, I don't.
He's on Sons of Anarchy.
Never saw it.
He was in Pacific Rim.
Never saw it.
Goodness, Charlie Hunnam. I mean, yeah, he's kind of like he's not really an exposed actor, per se. But he does have some acting chops to him. He does feel a little bit wooden in some roles, But I think the slyness, the cockiness of Green Arrow, the wit, the charm, that could be Hunnam. I can actually see him like you rocking that beard, that gold beard, and the outfit. That's gonna. It's just like that's. I think Charlie would be a perfect. Choice to play the role of Green Arrow, and like Martian Manhunter is a character we haven't seen in the live action cinematic incarnation. I said, come on, let's get rolling on that, DC. Come on, love me some Green Arrow. Though.
I am quite content with Stephen Amell as my Green Arrow. Thank you very much. I don't need anyone else. But someone I do want to see.
Speak for.
Yeah, I will speak for myself. Thank you. But someone I do want to see on the big screen. And the superhero, I want Johnny Depp joining in on the fun because I love me some Johnny Depp. I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan. You know that Johnny Depp's a great actor, and I've got a great role for him, Dr. Fate. I think he would fit that character so well because Johnny Depp is one of those weird guys that's like every time you watch him, like he got to think he's on something at some point in every movie he's in. I think he would fit Dr. Fate perfectly well.
He usually is on something. It's hard to tell. It isn't hard to tell he isn't on anything these days. Despite being the great actor that he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I want to see Johnny Depp in a superhero movie. And I think Dr. Fate would be a good character for him to be.
Oh yeah.
Because he's out there, so the role fits him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So give me another name on your list.
Another name on my list is Carl Urban as Batman, aka Bruce Wayne.
What?
Yeah.
We already have Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's Ben Affleck.
But there's gonna be something like if they decide to reboot, if Justice League doesn't do well.
No.
I mean, of course, a lot of people are going to expect it to do well, but I still want to see him as his character. He just, I don't know. It's just, he just, he could, he super preaches like the grit and the anger and the ferocity of the Dark Knight. I can see that. I haven't seen Dread. I have yet to see it. I got to see it, but I have yet to see Dread. So don't boss my balls.
You know what? I'll tell you this right now. Go watch Dredd when you get a chance, and I'm telling you this right now, you'll change your mind. You will, because you'll want to see Carl Urban do Dredd too.
Oh yeah, but I heard like Dredd, he completely nails that character.
He does.
I heard he just becomes Dredd. When he's in that movie, I just heard read notices about that. But yeah, Carl Urban as Batman, Bruce Wayne, that's something I would kill to happen. Definitely. They decided to reboot Batman's character down the line, whenever what goes down with Justice League.
I could technically call Dredd a superhero, and in that sense, you violating the rules of the show.
What? Did I call Dredd?
Dredd is. I don't know. Would Dredd be considered a superhero? I mean, he's genetically modified to be a perfect cop. I don't know.
he's a comic book character, but he's not specifically a superhero. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure people would casually slap that label on him, even though that's completely inaccurate. But yeah,
that's a debate for another time.
Yeah.
All right. So another name I realized.
I am the law. Oh, let me stop.
Carl Edwards says it's like he's so fly with this. I am the law, or no, I am the law. That's all he does. It's simple, little growling voice, but it's perfect. Okay. I realized going through this list, I have way too many men on here. My list was turning into a sausage fest. It's like I need a woman on his list. I'm trying to think. I need like a big name. I want a big name on here. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't know why, but I want to see Angelina Jolie in a superhero film. I think that'll help her. I think that would be a good move for her career, and maybe get some younger audiences to follow her. I don't know. But in this one, I kind of had a tie. Like, I couldn't pick just like one character because there are really two that I could see her playing: Poison Ivy and Zatanna. Maybe got the sex appeal for both. I think she got the acting job. I don't know. I just think I could see her in one of those roles.
Have her play a Jean Grey. No, not really. Yeah, that was possible.
I mean, they could. They're rebooting X-Men completely. I mean,
that is so true.
At least that's what it sounded like. The article you posted on our Facebook group. I didn't have a chance to read it.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're starting from scratch over again. Yeah.
That better not include Deadpool. I want Deadpool. I want Ryan Reynolds to stick around as Deadpool.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? Come on, man.
I'm worried about that movie, but that's for another show.
Oh, Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it.
I'm suffering from anxiety about that. Hopefully. Yeah.
All right. So, Chris, give me another name on your list.
Okay, another name for me is Chris Pine as Scott Summers, aka Cyclops.
You know he's already in a superhero movie, right?
Right.
I mean, you're violating the rules of the show, Chris. There's people who have yet to appear in one.
I almost forgot about that. Almost. I really can't think of a name. I really can't think of a name of this particular point. No, I can't really particular. I think I would go with you, like with Angelina Jolie, possibly as a what do I want to see her as? Maybe as a Miss Marvel. Well, they're doing Miss Marvel. I don't know. Maybe as Miss Martian. I don't know. Any role that particularly that they can find that would be suited to her, or maybe Hawkgirl, not Hawkgirl. Shit. I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure. I would have wanted her to play like an older not older, but I wanted her to play like a Black Canary or something like that. I think that would be perfect.
That might work.
Yeah, that would be perfectly suited.
That might work.
Yeah.
You're not a bad pick. You're not that bad. All right. The next name on my list. I know we harp on the Star Wars prequels a whole lot. That's one of our favorite things to do. And in particular, we mock Hayden Christensen for just how bad he was in those movies.
I think
we all can.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Yeah, that's monotone. Oh my goodness. But let's be honest, it wasn't his fault.
No.
George Lucas just wrote him terrible dialogue. And I've gone on record saying this before. I think he is a good actor, and there were moments he had in that movie where I thought he was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Those moments being when he wasn't talking. This guy, the way he can act with his face, with his eyes, just how much everything he can say with just his eyes, that is damn good acting. I think this guy deserves another chance to get back into the spotlight, and I got just the role for him.
Mm.
If Marvel finally decides to go ahead with their Inhumans movie, if they decide to get it up the ground again, I think Hayden Christensen would make a perfect Black Bolt. Because this guy, he can't talk. So he needs to communicate with like his eyes or his moving his hand. I don't know, because as you know, just the slightest whisper would wreck Mount Everest. I think that would be a perfect role for Hayden Christensen. He doesn't have to talk, he can just use his eyes, and that's where his talent is.
I'm really completely. You know, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not. I'm not. I know. I'm not sure that's going to be. I like to give Hayden Christensen a chance. I like to give him the benefit of the doubt, I suppose. But in a superhero movie, that's. And it'll probably happen in a million years, but I just don't make him talk about sand. Just don't. If I had to hear him talk about sand, I swear, I'm gonna force choke him.
Sand.
You know like,
what?
You know the little speech in we don't remember that little speech in episode 2 where he talked about he doesn't like sand. You know.
No.
You don't remember that speech in episode 2 we talking about he doesn't like sand. He says it's rough, it's coarse, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. You don't remember that?
Chris, remember the past few times I've watched episode 2, I've skipped over every Anakin and Padme scene right up until they get to Geonosis. So I mean, I completely forgot that line. Yeah. Because it was one of their bullshit romance scenes. Like, what's the worst part of the movie? I just skip over it. Go straight to Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but
so it's been like a decade since I've seen any of those scenes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just, well, you know, I tried to brave for the marathon that I went to when I went to see Force Awakens. I'd love to do a marathon again.
Hey, you know what? You know, come on up here. We'll have a Star Wars marathon. Just, I'm warning you all. I'm gonna fast forward all the Anakin and Padme scenes. We'll just go straight to Obi-Wan. It'll be a better movie that way.
I'm fine with that.
You should have came down to Louisville with me over the summer. Me, and Caleb could have had a Star Wars marathon. All right. Anyway, that would have been a fun time. The three of us there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Give me the last name on your list.
All right. The last name on my list is Jake Gyllenhaal as the Green Lantern and Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think more than anything, Jake Gyllenhaal, from what I've seen, he just, you know, he truly is really talented. Yeah, he truly, but you know, I feel he might be a good fit for Hal Jordan. I can see, he can really put a lot of the chops into the role. Just the wit, the cockiness, the attitude. I can see that with Jake Gyllenhaal playing. I can see that. I can definitely see him. He seems like tailor-made to play this character. I mean, there will be a lot of other choices, but you know, you can't deny. Yeah, he's like, it's just like all the other actors. It's just like you just have to get him in a superhero movie, like at least now. I think Green Lantern may be the appropriate vehicle for him, you know, in terms of being in a superhero movie. You know?
Indeed. All right. Good picks. Before I get to my number one, I did have a couple honorable mentions because I was thinking of some guys. I think there were just too many. Because I only could fit 5, obviously. So there are a couple honorable mentions that I thought of. I think now that little Dakota Fanning has grown up, I think she needs a breakout role of her own to kind of establish herself again.
Rogue.
And I think, what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
And I think Carrie Kelly would be a good fit for her.
Ooh.
Be the new Robin.
Great. Mm-hmm. Interesting choice. Intriguing. Mm-hmm.
And then this one, I couldn't pick him because he's already been in a superhero movie, therefore he's ineligible on my list. But I think I'd like to see Michael B. Jordan take another crack at a leading superhero role. I know he's going to be in Black Panther. But I'd like to see him be a lead in a superhero film. And I think after watching him in Creed, I think he'd make an excellent Jon Stewart. I think he's got that shot for that.
Maybe. I'm just saying. I'm not sure.
Anyway,
I'm not really sure.
Anyway,
I can see it, but I don't know if it's going to be. I know he's going to be fantastic. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so Here's my big one. This is one I've been harping on for a while. Gerard Butler, I think, needs to join the superhero genre. He just seems like he'd be perfect in it. And there is one role that is just like begging for him to play it. One role that would fit him like a goddamn glove. The one role that he was born to play. I know this right now. The one role Gerard Butler was born to play. Sergei Kravinoff, a.k.a. Kraven the Hunter. This guy, man, is tailor-made for that role. He would fit it like no other actor has ever fit a role before. He would the better than Gerard Butler. He would own that character. He fits the mold physically. He's got the attitude for it. I think if he could get his voice to sound right, words cannot express how much perfect he would fit that role. I want to see Gerard Butler play Kraven in a Spider-Man movie or in an MCU movie. I want to see Kraven, and I want Gerard Butler playing him.
I mean, I really don't know much about Kraven the Hunter, but I can actually see it. I mean, he just had that bit of roughness, and he just had he could actually really convey that menace. I mean, I can see that. Maybe he's a little older, but I wouldn't have a problem with it.
All right. All right, so that was a fun show. Actually, you had some good picks. I was amazed at some of them.
What? Oh yeah. Well, you haven't really heard something. I'm still like.
Okay, but anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up our show. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching, Chris. Thank you for being here. I know it's just the two of us, but that wasn't too bad. That's okay.
Oh yeah, it was great. Definitely great. It's good to have just like a couple of us, do a show like this. It's just really, it's been a very fun episode, though. Very fun.
Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Next week we're gonna have a spoiler-filled discussion of Doctor Strange. I know it's coming a little late, but because we didn't have a chance to do this episode last week, we gotta do it. But and we want some more people in on the movie. We're doing it's a spoiler-filled review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, go watch it. I highly recommend it. It was an enjoyable as hell movie. You'll hear more about it next week, so we will see you next week for that. Until then, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Right.